Hello and welcome to Cisco Vibe Extra, live from the Cisco Live World of Solutions. I am Jennifer Geisler, and with me now is Pat Calhoun. He's Vice President of the Security Services Business Unit at Cisco, and I'm going to ask him what is going on. So first of all, welcome Pat.
Oh, thanks Jennifer.
It's great to have you here. So you spent the last 3.5 days with customers. What's new in the security scene?
Well, you know, one of the interesting things that that was a recurring theme with almost every conversation I had with customers is two big trends. The first is IT consumerization. The number of customers out there that are dealing with people coming into the enterprise with their own devices, whether it be an iPod, an iPad, what have you, is something that they're all facing. Sometimes it's happening from the top down. CIO is the first one to bring it in, and IT needs to deal with it. That's been a big one. The second one is really the virtualization of the data center. And what's happening is that the traditional security architectures that people have deployed for legacy data centers is no longer relevant as workloads are moving across the data center, from one data center to the other, sometimes even into the cloud. So this is introducing a lot of challenges that customers are just trying to understand what can they do, and they're looking at Cisco for some help.
Okay, now I have the confidence in you that you've already been watching these challenges, so I'm hoping that you'll tell me, yes, we've been watching them, and number two, this is what we're going to do to help them with those challenges?
Well, we actually do have some solutions to help them out. And the first one really around consumerization is two components, and the first one is AnyConnect. And AnyConnect is Cisco's endpoint agent that helps these devices connect securely to the network. And the second one is around Identity Services Engine. And what Identity Services Engine allows you to do is to authenticate devices, understand whether they're corporate devices or not, and provide the right level of access. The second one is from a data center component, is a couple technologies that we have, such as a virtual security gateway, that really understands that as workloads move from one place to the other within the data center, that the firewall context is moved with the workload. So that the importance there is the fact that as these devices, as these workloads move, it's really important that the firewall maintains the context and understands the flows that are going through it, and VSG allows you to do that.
Okay, so here's a popular question I've been asking. It's because the customers have been wanting me to ask it as well. So I feel your seat's getting a little bit warmed up at the moment. But if you look at our competition, how is Cisco's approach different and better than what we see? How would you explain that to a customer?
Heck of a lot better.
Very good, stop right there.
But at the core of this, it's really our architectural approach at delivering security. And that's very different from what everybody else is doing. And we can do that because we actually we have all the assets. So let me give you an example. I had a CISO that I was working with on the healthcare side, and what he's looking to do is he's looking to differentiate the different types of devices coming in the network. And because of HIPAA regulations, he needs to only expose patient information to corporate-owned devices. But doctors are coming in with iPads, and he's just trying to figure out what to do. So he's actually relying on Cisco to help understand what types of devices are connecting and ensuring that this highly regulated data is only provided to the right devices. Now, you can't just do that by dropping an appliance in the network. You really need an architectural approach. You need to have everything from the access layer through the policy infrastructure to firewalls and so on and so forth that really understands the whole end-to-end view and flow to be able to deliver that kind of a service. And again, nobody else in the industry has this type of assets and looking at this from an architectural perspective.
Great, so we're going to end on that very, very positive note. Pat, I appreciate your time today. Thanks for joining me.
Well, thank you very much.
Well, for Cisco Vibe Extra, I'm signing off. Jennifer Geisler with Pat Calhoun, talking about the latest and greatest in security. Thank you for watching this episode.